minute. Not as a content creator, but as a father. Something happened with my daughter recently. She accepted something from another student. She had no business having what she accepted. It was a marijuana vape. So before anybody jumps to conclusions, she didn't use it. She was tested, and it did come back clean. But that's not really the point. The moment she took it, that's where this lesson begins. And I had a choice in that moment as a father. Do I react out of anger? Do I shame her? Do I come down hard just to prove a point? Or do I step into my role as a shepherd? See, the word shepherd doesn't mean someone who corrects. It comes from the idea of one who guides, guards, and leads the flock to safety. And that's what we're called to do in our homes, men. Not just discipline, direction. Because here's the truth a lot of us don't want to admit. Our kids are growing up in a world that is trying to raise them for us. A world that says try to fit in and it's a big deal. And if we're not careful, those voices get louder than ours. So when something like this happens, it's not just about the mistake itself, it's about the moment. A moment to either push your child away or pull them closer and teach them who they are. Because our children are going to mess up. The Bible's clear about that. But what defines them is what we teach them to do after. Do they hide? Do they lie? Do they spiral out? Or do they learn to stand up and walk straighter? So that's where we come in. Not as tyrants, not as their friends, but as fathers. And fathers set the tone. I told my daughter something I want every man to hear. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm calling you higher in that decision. Because if we all do punish behavior, but we never build identity, then we're going to lose them. And identity is everything. Your daughter needs to know she's not just another kid at school. She's set apart. Your son needs to know he's not just another boy following the crowd. He is meant to lead. They don't want to just figure that out on their own. That comes from us. It comes from how we speak. It comes from how we respond. It comes from how we carry ourselves when things go wrong. Men, this isn't about being perfect. This isn't about being present. This isn't about being intentional. It's about being the voice that cuts through all the noise they're surrounded by every single day. Because if we don't teach them who they are, the world will gladly tell them who they are not. So when a child messes up, and they will, don't waste the moment. Step into it. Guide them, correct them, remind them, and then walk with them forward. That's what a shepherd does. And that's who we're called to be. Stay sharp.